I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after. Gain of 6.
Ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Titans.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year. It's Nick Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 24, Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Rick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, zoom.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jonnu Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Going deep for Walker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, 97 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some numbers.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first run of this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. Hey, box truck.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A very solid gain of 27. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. To throw it is Locke. He's going to, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, Uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, 81 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Spins by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. John Ross, 91 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him. As he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the... First of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
To throw is Mariota. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I got you. Tight go.
Now Chubb running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And cuts out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. To the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rock it.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now on second and 13. Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, team six.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Let's go. Check 13.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mariota now from the 50. And it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And Denver getting set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Exit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we get it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Got it. Watch the screen. Pass.
Hey, high 7.
On play action, Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. He finds some open field here. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set 50, plant.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Locke going to try and throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Check. Where are they, team? 59, Mike the 59. Blue there, blue there. One. Check 49.
A first down throw for Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw Mariota. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Chubb on the counter. He's got the first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
3 bucks.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kamale Correa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 64 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check.
Go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Mariota on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stick.
And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
51.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check three.
Ready?
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Leo.
Hatchet.
Smith. Get.
From the gun, it's Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Slam.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately... would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready?
I got it. Man left, man left. Everyone's got four down. Back.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Echo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry racking up sack number. Number 12 for him on the year.
At the 19-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Flacco looking for his first toss. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double.
Hey! Gun. Rewind. Hey, Zoo.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Flacco. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flacco off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Twisting away, muscles him off. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Flacco, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Flacco now on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 81 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down, they're going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's all right. Watch twist. One. Watch the twist. Three. Out. Three. Lucky. Jam. Undercrush.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right here.
Leon says, wait. Ready.
On 1st down, Flacco. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Charles, whatever. Going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run for Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. Mariota now. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Flacco from midfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Mariota here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, 56 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Lock it in.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're